Just let me know how the audio is coming out for you guys. If anything's too loud or if you'd like anything turned up likewise. I'm here to please you. And I mean that in every way. Oh gosh, did I dig a hole there. Oh, great, Gubstrut. Thank you very much. I'm going to edit that. Oh my god. Mayday. Mayday. Alright, we're alright. Thank you very much, Gubstrut. That's really important. I'm going to try my best to remember that. And I'll try and change that right after this tournament. That's great information. I know. I saw it too. I was about to be so scared. Yeah, it's debatable. I take off the face cam for the tournaments in particular, and because people ask me to, and I was like, all right, that's fine. I don't mind. There's really no reason not to, I guess, you know. But I don't know. What do you think? You think it's? I don't know. Like, I've never seen any tournaments where the caster has his face cam on the screen, so I think it's regular. You know, it's like the regular thing to do, just not have your own face on there. It would be great if we could get like the gamer's face on the cam. That would be amazing. Alright, I do feel like that's a little loud for my ears. Hopefully I'm not off. Alright, welcome everybody. Let's jump into our first game. Yeah, you're right, Gubstrut. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Alright, homie G's, let's jump into our first game. This is gonna be our first game, best of one. This is gonna be a platinum versus a platinum here. At the top left of Ohana Ladder Edition, we are going to see none other than BCNDeerDaWN representing Team BCN, Clan BCN, whatever you want to call it. A community, a forum, as well as a small team of Homie G Wilkers. Yellow, Terran, Sketty. And at the bottom right, we are going to see none other than mayank, which is actually the beginning of a knock-knock joke. mayank, the green Protoss. Now, his name sounds very familiar to me. So he's not a stranger. Not a stranger to love. Let's see what he wants to throw at BCNDeerDaWN. We are starting off. We're going to see that gas timing. The gas timing is just about halfway done when this Rax is halfway done. It's a little extra early than your average bear. So we may see some early aggression come out of here. Lots of options. However, he could still go into a relatively fast expand if he did decide to. Go to 20% volume. Or like 22. Alright, let's give that a shot. Now is the best opportunity. Alright, thank you very much for the feedback, guys. Really do appreciate it. Got the orbital coming out immediately. Just about as this first mariner is well, okay, let's do a timing right here. This orbital is finished when the second marine is halfway done. I like it. If you are a Terran player, you want to know a nice little benchmark, go ahead and try that one out. See if it feels good. You have the second mariner, which is now we aren't having the actual wall going down here, but second mariners are going to be able to deny any scouting, as we do see the factory going down. No second gas quite yet. And let's see, what is the plan here? A lot of chrono boost being used. Probes actually being taken off of gas by mayank. I really like that a lot. You really don't see that so often with Terran and Protoss. And it's great. It's really nice add-on to do. Give you a little boost. Give you that little boost of economy for as long as you want it. This is platinum versus platinum. Yeah, that's a good point. Ryuoshi, if you guys really want me to put my face on here, let me know. We could give it a shot and see if we don't get an outcry of people saying, "Stop it! You're ruining esports! Stop it, young man! Stop it!" Alright, let's go ahead and keep an eye on this production tab. We do have our Stargate up. It looks like we may see what's looking like a 1-1-1 opener. Have to keep an eye on this production tab, see if an expansion comes up anytime soon. But good old mayank is looking at the natural and saying it's 5:30 and there's no expansion here. I'm seeing only mariners. What's he doing with that gas that I scouted a little earlier? We are seeing the expansion going down here right as the starport finishes, as well as the second gas going down. So I feel like that's going to immediately make it not an all-in, but he did rush his tech out quite fast. He's going to be able to defend this quite easily. However, it will be a bit behind his opponent, as we do see the Nexus is more than finished. A little managing of drones. Exactly 8 probes, I mean, not drones. Exactly 8 probes coming off the money for the natural, leaving about 12 in the main. I like that transfer. I like that. It's just about even. I like that a lot. I'm always a little personally. Well, no, I'm not gonna say personally, but some people will have different ways they like. Some people don't even manner. They just wait until this is saturated, and then they just rally that main nexus to the money. It may not be standard, but it might be awesome. Oh baby, so with our first medevac coming out, looks like one medevac. Well, actually, since we have a tech lab here, we are only going to have one medevac for a while here, and that medevac is going to be used for one very specific reason here, and a little observer is going to be able to scout the tech lab on here. So we are seeing a push out pretty early, or a bit earlier than your standard 10-minute. Plus 10-minute 2 medevac push, which can come even earlier than 10 minutes. Moving forward. Protoss, aka mayank, is ready at his front door. But is he ready at his main door? At his back door? And let's go ahead to the mayank cam and see this, and see how he wants to how he wants to deal with this. He sees the pressure at the front. He's gonna see the red bleeds going down at the natural. This Hellion's doing some major damage here. We're gonna have to look at the units lost tab. Units killed, Control R. And units killed, workers killed is 1 for good old mayank. His loss is 1 little probie, but workers killed for BCNDeerDaWN. I think he killed 13 probes. That's quite enormous, actually. That's extremely enormous, and it's about to get bigger. That's what she said. As we do have 4 more Hellions dropping right back into the natural right now. Good old mayank forced to push forward. He needs to crush this natural. He needs to crush this main. He needs to breach this door, because his economy is in tatters right now. He is on 1 base saturation just about right now, but this Hellion is just gonna eat it up right now. Force field keeping him from moving forward for just a momentary amount of time here. Do we have the cloak? We don't actually have the cloak quite yet. It is about halfway done. I assume cloak takes a long time. Will these SCVs be enough? Keep in mind, DeerDaWN does have the ability to lift off all his buildings if he can take care of all these probies back at home. It looks like the aggression has come to an end in the main. Right now, DeerDaWN trying to hold here. This is Platinum versus Platinum. Best of 1 right here. These SCVs, though, actually, I think they could have taken care of the Immortal, but DeerDaWN wants to keep as many workers as he can. Let's go ahead and look at the unit tab. We have 23 SCVs, plus a few possible mules if he does decide to do so, versus 31 probes. So good old mayank is still in the game with the worker count, actually. It's not too bad at all, and then we are seeing about 4 more mules popping down, probably making them about even. Let's look at the income tab right now. Watch the income tab as these units start bringing in the cash. And we do see it jump right back up to just about 2 base, well, not 2 base, but maybe 1.5 base saturation. Oh, there's that 2 base, almost just about 2 base saturation with about 4 more mules there. This little guy, I think it's gonna fall. Alrighty, fortunately we do have an observer here that is going to be able to look at the Banshees. However, at what cost? One Banshee is going down. And unfortunately the engineering bay does go down. Double starports being placed down here. Ironically, as one of his gases burns down, starport units being incredibly heavy in gas unless you go mass Vikings or massive medevacs. I believe medevacs actually cost gas. Yeah, they're not cheap. They're not cheap on gas by any means. They're actually the same price as a nuke. Fun fact. Now you know. Aren't you glad you came today? Alright, with those mules running back, that income tab is going to look a lot different than it did just a second ago. BCNDeerDaWN moving right down to 600, 700, running just in between 600 to 700 minerals per minute. Good old mayank keeping a steady 1200 in the bank. I believe he has taken both of his gases, all 4 gases for the Protoss player, as he's adding on more gates, not expanding on his Robotech. Right now, I think we're seeing no production here for mayank. I think mayank wants to end this game right now. He does have an observer to his disposal. The cloak goes down. Will there be enough stalkers to power these banshees down? It looks like there will be enough. BCNDeerDaWN says GG. mayank says GG as well. Wonderful game. That was sexy. That was tense. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about, you cutie pies? How do you guys get so cute? That's really the question we all need to ask.